So do we talk about this first one? Should we talk it through?
Hold on.
So we're doing negative numbers, multiplying with negative numbers. Okay. So these are multiplication grids. I'm sure you've done them before, but
Yeah, we have.
just in case you have. So basically, I've coloured them in like this. In your book, they're not coloured in, but coloured them in to help you. So what we do is we do yellow, greens times yellows, and the answer becomes in the blue. But instead of just giving you numbers down here and working out all the answers, we have to be a bit problem solving. So for instance, I did 3 here, and how do I know that this is a 3? I wrote it. India,
Because -3
yeah.
times something equals -9.
Yeah, so if I look at this number and this number, I know that -3 multiplied by whatever's in this number, in this column, has to equal -9. And the only way that can happen is
3.
if that's a 3. So I put a 3 in. Now that helps me then, because this square is 2 times 3, which makes 6. This one, I don't know yet, because I don't know what that is, so I'll leave it blank. Right? I can start filling in some others though. This one is 2 times -1, which makes
2. No, sorry. -2.
-2, -2. It makes -2. Okay? Can't do that one yet.
Wait,
This one,
think
I've only got an answer. I've got neither of those.
-2.
What are we looking at? You can't just
Oh,
shout
sorry,
randomly.
sorry.
Yeah.
The
This
middle
one I
one.
can't do anything with because that number I haven't got either of those, so I can't work on it. But I could do something times -1. So something times -1 equals +2.
That means it has to be a negative.
Good.
-2.
It has to be a negative.
-2.
So -2, and so 2 times 1, so it must be -2, yeah. So this has to be -2, and that helps us now. So this column needs to be -2 times 3 makes
-2. Oh, no.
-6, yeah. Who was going to say -5? Lots of people do. 2 times 3, but put a negative in, so it's 5, because they forget to do the multiplication. I've got other ones to do now. So -2 times something makes -2. So that has to be. So -2 times what makes -2? Well, it has to be a 1, doesn't it? So it has to be a 1 because it's the same. So that makes this column really easy now. 2 times 1 makes 2. -3 times 1 makes -3. One box to fill in.
That's 3.
-3 times -1 is +3.
I don't see the pattern. All I see is a bunch of 2s and 3s.
No, look. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals to 6. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals to 6. 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals to 9.
Oh.
And the next one, the pattern is even better.
Wow.
Just to say, 2 plus 2 plus -2 is not 6. But if you ignore the negative, 2, 2,
Yeah.
2, 6.
And
2,
the other
2,
one,
2, 6.
the other one is the times tables.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that.
So, we've been through the process together now. Second one, you reckon you're all right going for that? Okay. Have you all written that one? Because once you have done that one, yes, we can move over to these questions. So, have you all at least written that one down?
No.
No? Can I move it?
Oh yeah, no, not that.
Oh, the colours have not stayed. That's good. Right, I'll move it over here. Okay. So you can see that if you haven't written it, and then there are the other questions if you want to get on, if you're ready for that. Okay? Okay guys, I know some of you are moving on, so let's just have a quick look at this multiplication grid, just check you've got the right answers. So, Matthias, talk us through it.
For 8.
No, this one, the grid.
Okay, great. So you first work out the ones that you have, which
Yeah.
is -2 or -2 times that.
minus 2 makes
4.
4. Oh. Excuse me a sec. Okay, so minus 2 is positive 4.
And if you want to work out the one that's
Minus
on
2
top of the
times
6,
-3.
-2 times 3 is -5. No, sorry.
Oh, we did it.
Ooh.
minus
You got
Minus
it
6.
wrong then.
-6, yeah. And then you want to work out this one you
yeah,
said.
that one you have to divide -2 with 6.
So 6 divided by minus 2 is, so it's got to be a negative. What am I going to do there?
Negative
4. No,
3, okay.
and then the same.
And
So this one we could do 3 times negative 3 is
Negative
negative
yeah,
9, yeah.
negative 9. And then 3 times
We could work this one out, so
you have to divide,
yeah,
and it has to be a negative.
Has to
and
be
so
a
negative 5.
negative 5, okay. Ryan carries on. Negative 3 times negative 5,
Negative 3 times negative 5 equals 15.
15.
And then negative 3 times. Oh yeah. We have to work it out. So we have to use the negative 12.
So we have to work out this one. So negative 12 divided by 3. Hang on a second. Go on.
Negative 12 divided by 3 equals negative 4.
So it has to be negative, and it's a 4, yeah. Negative 4 times negative 5. 20.
8.
8. Done. Okay. Right. Easy. Right. Now let's have a look at the next phase. Alright. So, on these ones, we're still dealing with negatives, but we've got these lines in between. What does the line mean?
Divide.
So divide. Okay. Now, do you remember the order of operations? Do you remember talking about BODMAS before?
Nope.
No?
Oh,
Maybe. Isn't it
yeah.
about like it has like I forget
It's
what
like
it is,
ladder
but
one
it
to
has division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction.
Yeah, so this is the order in which we do things. Brackets, powers, O is the second letter of powers, order. Division, multiplication, then addition, subtraction. So we have to make sure we do things in the right order. Now when we've got a fraction set up, Tamar, we've got a fraction set up, we have to do the top part of the fraction first. We consider the bottom part of the fraction. Well, this time there's nothing to be done, okay? But then we do the division last, okay? So we have to do top part of the fraction is minus negative 3 times negative 4 is
It's
12. We've got over negative 2. Now, the rules for division are the same as the rules for multiplication, which we wrote down last time, which is,
So that must be.
so a positive divided by a negative will give me what answer?
It would give you a negative.
A negative answer, okay? A negative divided by a positive will also give me a
Negative.
negative. A negative divided by another negative will also be
Positive.
positive. And then a positive divided by a positive, as normal, will it?
That's negative.
No. So in this case, will it be a positive or negative answer?
Well, that'll be a negative.
It'll be a negative answer. It'll be negative
26.
6.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, just got to concentrate, that's all. So that's how we do those. Alright? Now, just to go below, this time, again, we're dealing with the BODMAS, but we have brackets, addition,
In brackets.
divisions. So you have to do the brackets first if necessary.
Brackets in brackets.
Yeah. So brackets are just for showing you it's a negative.
Brackets in brackets.
Okay. So let's have a look at this first one, and then you can kind of move on to it if you need. Let's have a look at negative 6, add 10, in brackets, divided by negative 2. So we have to do the brackets first. What is negative 6 add 10?
Negative 16. Oh no.
No, no.
would
Negative
be
6,
6.
add 10.
Be 6. No, it has to be a
Think
negative.
temperature again.
Oh, 0.
Nope.
That'd be 4. Negative 4.
No. No. 4.
Yes.
That will be 4. And then we do 4 divided by negative 2. The answer is?
That is negative 2.
So the answer must be a negative. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. Like you said, Magnus. Yes, Ryan.
So negative 6. Add 10.
How is negative 6 add 10? So, let's have a look.
You add. Wouldn't it
See,
be
on
4
mine,
though?
negative 6.
Wouldn't it be 6 though? Because.
Mine, on negative 6, you add 10.
Yeah, should we have a look at it? Let's.
You want 0?
Should we consider it? Are you happy with a temperature scale, like a thermometer,
Oh, I
where you've kind of got
0 in the middle.
0, and then we've got minus. Well, we're at minus 6, so I'm just going to write it roughly around here. How far to get from minus 6 back to 0? So I've got to add 6 on.
Oh.
But if I'm adding 10, how much more do I have to add on? 4.
Because
So
I
I
was
get
thinking that you add 4 to get back to 0.
No. Okay. So do you understand that process? Are you working with us or are you working on your own? Well, then we're discussing. So if you want to carry on, you carry on. Okay. Are you happy with that process with the number line thing about how to do the negatives?
Yeah.
So it's quick question though is on a number line, how could I show 4 subtract negative 2? What's the answer to that? We were doing it yesterday.
Oh, it would be a positive.
So I start at 4, but when I
Oh,
add, I go up. But do you remember when I subtract, if I subtract a negative, the negative number makes me do the opposite. So I actually do 4 add 2. So I have to go 6.
What?
Okay.
I don't get that.
You did yesterday in the game.
Oh, we did do minusing negatives. So if
Yeah.
it's a minus and a subtraction.
So like if I did 4 add negative 2,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the same
it would
as
be a negative.
4
Yeah, minus.
subtract
okay, yeah.
2, which would go down to 2. Yeah? Do you remember doing that yesterday?
Yeah.
So remember, if you have a negative number, you do the opposite of what the sign is. So it's not like 2 adds make that. People get confused by that. Like if I have to add a negative, I actually just subtract the number. If I have to subtract a negative, I actually just add the number. Okay. Now this one though was a bit different in that if it's just adding a positive number, so negative 6 add 10, start at negative 6, I have to go up 6 to get to 0, another 4 to go up. Make sense? Okay. So I'll tell you what to do. You've got these questions to have a look at. We had a look at this one, we had a look at this one. So we've done that one and done that one. Have a go. Pick a few from both. We've got, what have we got? 10 minutes. Have a go. See whether you can pick a couple from each section, question 9 and question 10.
So like just 2.
Yeah, choose a couple from each one and have a go.
Look
All right?
here. Here, dude.